be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the dead years we'll always be together, if the fates allow. So hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. That was Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, first sung by Judy Garland in Meet Me in St. Louis, although sung since then by pretty much everybody that has a voice, now including me. Wonderful song. I played that song straight from the charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So take the link in the video description, download the free ukulele song sheet, grab your own ukulele, and you can play right along with this video. And if you'll be anywhere near Morristown, New Jersey, come out and play with us. In just a moment, I'm going to do a tutorial covering everything I just played. At the very end, I'll do a slow motion close-up play along that you might find helpful. But first, if you like the video, please like the video with a thumbs up. If you want lots more, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you want hundreds more free downloadable ukulele song sheets, each one with a link to its own free video tutorial and play along, then check out our Dropbox and then come play with us. All right, now first off, if you only have one finger on your right hand, you're going to have a hard time doing any kind of arpeggio. Or if you're a beginner's beginner, or if you just don't want to work that hard. So let me just say, you can play this song without arpeggio. The arpeggio is like wherever I did the the little pattern with my right hand. You can just strum if you want. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. I would suggest gentle, simple down strums slowly, just like I just did. Let your heart be light. You can just do it like that. Also, the bright red chords that I put, you could find an easier version of this song, by the way. If you're a beginner's beginner, you could probably find an easier song on YouTube or on, in other people's song sheets, whatever. I decided not to make one because I didn't think I could do it together and have it be played with this version and have it sound good. So I just did this version. But I did make, I think, potentially the hardest chord riff. That was it. Which is not all that hard. But if you're a beginner's beginner and you don't want to do that, I put that in bright red. You can just skip that. You can just leave it as a C. Let your heart be light. You can just leave it at that if you want. It doesn't have the panache, but you could do it. You can do it. Won't be wrong. All right, now what I did, starting with the intro. You know what? I'm going to go over the chord transitions first, because like I said, if you're going to play this the easiest way possible, just do simple down strums. Just like that. So, chord transitions. Here we go. Starts with a G on the intro, right? And the intro is exactly the same as the first line of each verse, of first, second, and third. So you're going to do this 3 times. But so, G, starts with a G. Then all you have to do is pick up your ring finger, and you've got your G6. Then you pick up both the remaining fingers, and you got a C6. Easy so far. And then you put them back down, except instead of being where they were at the G6, they're over one string. That's your F sharp diminished. I know, it's a scary looking or sounding chord when you name it. It's scary named chord, but it's not hard. It's easier than a G, right? So that's it. G, G6, C6, F sharp diminished. That's your intro and your first line. Second line starts the same. G, G6. Now, you can do this a variety of ways. I'm going to put my ring finger for the C, and then I drop a second finger for the C5, and then I drop my index finger for the D7, and then I drop my pinky up here for the D5. That's how I want it to sound. Right, so drop one finger there, and then you can pick it up and drop your index, and then your pinky on first two strings, 5th fret. And that's that part. Back to the G. From now on. Usually what I do, I form the E minor this way. If I've got a G and I don't want a closed D minor would be like this. But if I don't need that, I'm playing a low G ukulele. I like that low bass sound. If you're playing a high G, my dog has fleas, I would suggest playing it exactly the same. It'll sound a little bit different, but it'll still sound very, very nice. So, from now on. So I'm just dropping a pinky. That's it, and that forms the E minor. Our troubles. Now here you have a choice. You can either slide up your middle finger. It's already on the right string. You can slide it up to there, or since you've got your ring finger here, you can just sort of roll it out onto the C. Troubles will be out, and then you either way you're going to have to pick that up and move over to a D. All right, out of sight. Now from here, your index finger is almost in the right place. You're just going to lay it flat and form that B7. Sight. Now your middle finger is almost in the right place. It's on the right string. It's just going to, both of these fingers are actually almost in the right position. They're just going to slide down one fret, and you drop a third finger for that E7. And now your middle finger is going to slide down one more fret. See how that's kind of the stability point. You have E7, slides down, keeps sliding down. And then to the D7, and you just have to pick them up and drop it. Next two lines are the same for the second verse. Have yourself a merry little Christmas, make your Yuletide gay. And now the last line and that second verse is different. From now on, our troubles will be miles. Sorry. Now, so from here, again, from that E minor, you can form the C either way. Doesn't really matter because you're going to have to pick things up and drop a B. Miles, but then from there, the fingers are almost in the right shape. You're just going to move them over one string. Away. And then slide down from there to your G7. Now here, for me, this was the hardest chord transition in the song. Here we are, somehow, for whatever reason, I mean, the natural thing from the G7 for a C major 7, just pick up your fingers, and you got your C major 7. There you go. But somehow I kept screwing up from there to my G augmented. So instead, I learned to do a C major 7 this way. Here we are, and then I could put these down in no trouble. I always got it right without even having to look. So the last line again. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. And I then slide my index up for that C major 7. Here we are, and you just have to drop two fingers. As in olden days. B minor, I'm barring with my index. And then you just pick up your ring finger and you got a B minor 7. Happy golden days. Your index finger is almost in the right place. It just has to arch up and only hit your 4th string there. Happy golden days. Drop two more fingers, you got your D. And here's how I'm going to do it. My middle finger is already in the right place. I'm just going to lay it flat. Yore. That's my G major 7. And then I arch it so that I only hit my 3rd string. And got that G6th, right? So again, it's here we are as in olden days. And here again, index finger goes up for the A minor, 2 more go down for the D. Drop your middle finger for the G major 7, and then arch it again for the G 6th. Now I have to pick them all up and drop them again for the E minor. No tricks there, just have to pick them up and do them. Faithful friends, and from there to, I suppose, hardest chord in the song. Bar with your index finger, the 1st fret, and then drop 2 more fingers to get that F sharp. Faithful friends. But here now, you've got that bar, you're just going to slide it. In fact, this is in the right position too. You're just going to slide up 1 fret. There's your B minor. Who are dear to us. Now I'm arching again. The index finger is almost in the right place. Gather near to us. Pick them all up. Once more. And that's it. Everything else is the same, is repetitive in the song until you get to the very end. Have yourself a very merry little Christmas. Now, here's what I did. 2nd position, C minor, right? I liked it better this way because with this C minor, I could go from there and take that bar all the way up to the 7th fret. And I liked the way that sounded. So, now... I even did an extra strum at the end because I wanted to hear that. I wanted to hear that slide. I liked the way that sounded. All right. Now, as far as the arpeggio that I did, or as I called it, a strum arpeggio, I didn't keep to it always. I made one deliberate change, and then other times I probably just played the way I felt like it. But generally speaking, what I did, I'm going to just stay on a G here. Generally, what I did is I used a single finger. It's a very gentle song, right? Single finger to strum down. That's the S in the pattern. Strum, 4th, 3rd, 2nd. That's what I'm doing. The opening line. That's it. Now, you can play the entire song with that pattern if you want. I changed it up in a couple ways. In the bridge, I wanted a little bit more energy. So I went, here we are, right? I did 3 strums in a row, or almost in a row. I plucked, one in between, but here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. And then again, faithful friends who are near to us. I don't know why I did that. I thought it sounded appropriate there. There were other places when I made an exception too. I usually what I did, if I made another exception, it was a pause. For example, verse 2. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. If you wanted to do that, just pause, rest, make the yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Oh yeah, sorry. This is important. The end of the 2nd verse, very end of the line. Away. You can do the same pattern if you want. Away. You could do that. But instead, what I did, since I wasn't changing chords as frequently, I was kind of resting, I let myself pluck to the end and back, right? Like that. And that's pretty much it. Okay, this song now, I think it's short enough that I'm going to go ahead and play the whole thing through. Slow motion, close up. I think I'm going to do it close up on both hands so that you can see what I'm doing with my arpeggio picking hand as well as my chord changing hand. You don't have to see my face, obviously, but slow motion now. 5, 6, 7, and... Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. now on, I should have done this way, sorry. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years, we'll always be together, if the fates allow. So hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. That's it. See you Wednesday. Bye.